October horoscopes and predictions. That's what we're going to do today. Hello everybody, this is Tina Chaudhary. Welcome to my channel and a very warm namaste. I make astrology simple so everybody understands it. So let's quickly take a look at all the planetary positions for October. So the first planet, Mercury is going to Virgo on October 1st, and then Venus follows quickly after on October 2nd, moves into Scorpio, and then Mars, which is going to be in Virgo for most of the month, but on October 21st, it's going to go into Libra. And then the Sun always does this monthly transit. It's transiting in Virgo right now, and then on October 17th it goes into the next sign of Libra. Now there's two very important transits in October, and they are of Jupiter and Saturn. Now they are not going to transit. They are both together in Capricorn. I have a video regarding Jupiter moving to Capricorn right before that. If you want to see it, I'll have it as an end card of this video. But so they're both going to stay in Capricorn. But the important thing about both those planets are that they are both in retrograde motion right now. And on October 10th, Saturn goes into direct motion. And on October 17th, Jupiter starts its direct motion and starts to move away, and goes into direct motion as well. So, and lastly, but definitely not the least, Rahu staying firmly in Taurus, and Scorpio staying in Ketu staying in Scorpio. These two are not going to transit until next year. They stay in one house for 18 months. The one transit that's going to happen on October 5th is Rahu is going to stay in Taurus, but it's going to change its nakshatra. It's going to go in Kritika. It's been in Rohini for a long time, and now it's going to go into Kritika. But one of the things you've noticed probably is that we have a cluster of planets in Virgo and in Libra in October. So those are going to be the active signs. So that's where the hub of the activity this month in October is going to be, in the Virgo and Libra signs. Now let's take a look at all the important dates and festivals or celebrations during October. Now October starts the time which is very auspicious, and all the religious activity and festivals and celebrations for the Hindus. If you follow the Hindu religion, or the Sanatan religion, then October is a great time for you, because all the festivities and the celebrations start in October. But before that, let me remind you, I said in my last video in September's predictions that Pitru Paksh or Shraddh has started on September 20th, and the last day of Shraddh or Pitru Paksh to do the donations is October 6th. So if you haven't already done your donations for your ancestors and for the blessings from the ancestors, you can do it up to October 6th. That's the last day you can do it. It's a lot of people do it on the last day, so you haven't missed anything if you haven't done it. So if you want to know about it, or if you want to see what you want to donate, you can watch my September video, and it has the detail on that. Now right after Pitru Paksh or Shraddh ends, Durga Puja starts. So Durga Puja starts on the 6th and it goes up to the 15th. So it's 9 days, or 10 days of celebrations. Now why is Durga Puja celebrated? So it celebrates the fact that goddess Durga defeated the demon king Mahishasur. Mahishasur was a demon, and he was troubling all the humanity in the universe. So he was a demon, so he was bothering everybody and troubling everybody and generally being evil. And so the Trinity, which is Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh, which is the Trinity of the Hindu religion, created with all their powers and with all their weapons, they created a goddess called Durga Ma. And she's called Durga Ma. Ma means mother, and she's considered the mother of the universe because the gods created her. So she's kind of like the mother of the universe, and she's their mother. So they created her so she could fight this demon. And she descended on earth on the first day of the Durga Puja day, which is the Navratri. And she descended on the earth on that day, and she fought this demon king for 10 days. On the 10th day, she killed him. So that's why the celebration goes on for 10 days. So So on the 10th day, she kills the demon king. Now, why is she a mother, and why did they create a woman instead of this big man that could have, killed this demon king? So it is believed that she's the goddess of the universe, and she's the mother of the universe. So who better than to protect their children than the mother? So the mother is the gods feel that the best protection that a child can get is from their mother, and hence they created this woman who is also known as Shakti. Shakti is also power. So a mother is the best protector of her children, hence they created a woman. Okay, so she's called Ma Durga, which is mother of the universe, and hence she was created to protect her children and kill this demon that was harming all her children or her universe. And so hence this is why Durga Puja is celebrated. It celebrates, even in today's world, if you think about it, it celebrates the power of a mother, and it celebrates the power of a woman. The second most important day is on October 15th, which is Dasera. Now, Dasera is celebrated to mark the significance of, again, the same thing, which is the victory of good over evil. The mythology around it is that Lord Ram fought King Ravan and won that battle, and hence, again, I'm not going to go into the mythology story around it. So you can Google it if you want to, but it's a long story. So again, it celebrates the victory of good over evil, and actually the spiritual significance of Dasera and Durga Puja combined is that we should internally we should also fight the demons within us and come over and become more positive. Our thinking should become more positive at this time, and fight the devil or the demon within us. The demons within us are the negative thinking, they're the ego, they're the anger. So we have to fight that, overcome that, and actually become more positive. Last but certainly not the least, on October 24th is a day or festival called Karwachat. Karwachat is celebrated by married women in India. And the way they celebrate it is they fast all day and pray for the long life, success, love, of their husbands, and so and then they break their fast at night. So if you are one of those that celebrated, good luck, and to you and your husband, I wish you the best and all the good blessings. I'm moving on to predictions, but before I do, I always remind you that if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. I really need more subscribers also. I have so many viewers, but not enough subscribers. So please do subscribe. If you like my video, give it a like, and please do comment if you like it or you want to ask me a question. You can put it in the comment section. And if you like it, please do share with friends and family. Also, my predictions are based on your ascendant sign or your rising sign. They're not based on your moon sign or your sun sign. What you see in the magazines is your sun sign. So it's not based on that. It's not the same sign. If you don't know your ascendant sign, you can drop me a note. You can give me your time of birth, place of birth, and date of birth, and I'll let you know what your ascendant sign is. You can either put it in my comments, you can send me an email, which is on the screen right now. You can send it to me and I'll let you know what your ascendant is, so you can always listen to the correct predictions. Also, you have to understand these predictions are general predictions. They're based on the transits, and actual impact or actual events may differ because based on the dasha or antardasha or the planetary placements of your personal chart. Libra, you have a very busy 12th house and first house, and also second house. So the first house is your body. So you have to take care of your health. There might be issues with your health this month. Make sure you take very good care of your health. The 12th house is expenses. So it might be an expensive month for you, and you might spend on home related things or health related things. But also the good news is that your own ascendant Lord Venus is moving to your second house. So second house represents finance and savings and money and income. So you might see some good inflow of income this month, where you might get extra money, you might have extra savings, or some sort of income, extra finance or funds might start coming in, and you might feel a little better about that. And so you might go out and splurge on that, because the 2nd and the 12th get activated, you get money, and then you go out and spend it. So make sure you don't do that if you don't want to spend everything that comes in. Like I said, it's Mercury retrograde is in your first house, so with Mars. So one of the things it's going to give you is fiery speech. Okay, it's going to give you fiery speech and a very bad ego. So you need to watch that. You need to watch your communication really, really well. I'm saying that to some of my ascendants because of Mercury, the whole month Mercury is retrograde, and every time that happens, it gives people really bad communication issues, misunderstandings, fights, and now it's with Mars. So now it's going to give us fights, misunderstanding and fights. With you, you have to watch what you say and how you deal with your with your spouse, because it's really going to cause a huge issue in your life if you don't deal with it well. It could cause serious ramifications because, like I said, it's the whole month and it's with Mars, and it's in your 12th house. Looking at your 6th house, it can cause permanent damage. So this is a serious warning for my Libra ascendants. Watch your communication with your marriage partner or your loved life. Scorpio, the houses that are getting activated in October are the 11th, 12th, and the 1st house. The 11th house signifies desire fulfillment, wish fulfillment, gains from your career, monetary gains from your career. Also, it signifies your network and your friends, and it looks at the 5th house, which is your house of love life. This is the month where all your desires will be fulfilled. It's probably one of the best months of the year because it signifies your 1st house, which is you yourself. So you are going to be very happy and feel very satisfied that all your desires have been fulfilled, and that you have not only have your desires been fulfilled, but your gains have been way more than you could have ever expected. So this is a really good month for my Scorpio ascendants. Also, the 12th house gets activated. So the 12th house signifies expenses. So you might run out and spend a lot on luxuries. If you can, by all means do that and enjoy it, because that's going to give you a lot of happiness. If you can't and you want to save it, entirely up to you, of course. One of the things I've been cautioning my Scorpio ascendants, even for the last few months, is to make sure to have a work-life balance. I'm still cautioning you about that, but this time I'm really cautioning you one more thing, is that because a retrograde Mercury is with Mars in your 11th house, which is your house of friendship and network circle, that ego is going to get in the way of whatever else with your network and with the people that you talk to all the time, and your close friends as well. Now, a retrograde Mercury always gives you bad communication or angry, fiery communication, egoistic communication, also some fighting, disputes, fighting, wanting to fight with people. Watch against that, because this is a good month. You should enjoy it, stay happy, and try to get away from trying to fight with people and getting into snits and disputes. Also, watch your communication very carefully with your child, with your children, and with your love life, people that you're in a love relationship with, because it could be damaging at this time. It's because your ego is also going to be very high, because the sun is going to be moving into your 1st house pretty soon. It's not right now, but it will, and then it's going to give you a lot of ego issues. Mars is your ascendant lord. It's with Mercury. It's going to give you a lot of ego issues, so make sure you watch your ego and your relationship with literally everybody at work and at home, and your love life. And otherwise, enjoy a wonderful month. Sagittarius, your ascendant lord Jupiter is going direct in your 2nd house. And what great news is that, because everything, all the stuff, all the work or matters that were at a complete dead stop before will now happen. So you can see that if you were waiting for something to happen, especially in your career, finance, or anything like that, will now suddenly happen in October, because after the 17th after the 2nd half of the month, because Jupiter starts to go direct, and that's your ascendant lord in your 2nd house. So you're going to see a spurt in everything, or things that were stalled for a long time will now happen in October. So it's a good month for you as far as career is concerned, finance is concerned, money is concerned. So it's a good house for you. You also might get very prone to spending on luxurious items, because all of a sudden you'll see this money and then you go out and spend. So if you don't want to do that, you want to add to your savings, make sure you're cautious, and you try to save money and don't splurge on stuff like that, unless of course you want too. The second house represents communication. So watch your communication, especially with your bosses, because your Saturn's sitting there as well. So watch your communication with your bosses. Don't get into don't get into it with them, because it might not end well. So just watch. Make sure you're very pleasant. You enjoy yourself at this time. Enjoy the fact that your Ascendant Lord is going direct and giving you good things. Your children. One of the things is because Saturn's going direct also, so it's going to look at the house of children. Its relationship with children will improve if it was suffering, or you might just have a wonderful time and spend a lot of time having fun time with children. It's a good time if you're looking for love in your life. This is the fifth house gets activated, so if you're looking for love, it gets activated. So overall, Sagittarius, after a long time, you'll have a good month. Capricorn, your Ascendant Lord Saturn is sitting in your own house, and it's going to go direct after the 10th of the month. So not only that, your 9th, 10th, and 11th houses are going to be very busy. It's got a cluster of planets that are very busy during that month. Also, Ascendant Lord, in your Ascendant house, Jupiter goes direct after the middle of the month as well. It doesn't get any better than that. You're one of the ascendants that's going to have a wonderful month, because you have not only your own first house getting activated with direct planets, Jupiter and Saturn, but 9th, 10th, and 11th houses getting activated. The 10th house signifies career. It's career, position, and status. So people that were looking for jobs will get a job right now. If you were looking for something, changes in your career for the better, they will happen, and you might start something new right now. So it's a great month for career. It's a great month for your profession. Also, because of the fourth house also being activated because of the 10th, looking at it, great for domestic happiness. It's wonderful for domestic happiness as well. Now, one thing I have to caution you is your expenses might get too high, so make sure you watch your expenses if that's what you want to do. Also, your health, because Jupiter in your first house is going to get direct, and it's in power and benefic right now. Your health, if you were suffering, will actually improve right now. If there was something that you wanted to start in your business, the business is going to be good for business people. So great time to do that as well. So overall, it's a great time. For Capricorn ascendants, I can't really think of anything right now to tell you to be cautious about. One more thing, if you were trying to do some real estate transaction, it's a great time for real estate transactions as well. I'm really not able to think of anything that I need to caution you about, except watch your expenses. Aquarius, your Ascendant Lord Saturn is going direct in your 12th house. The 12th house signifies foreign things, going to traveling to foreign lands or dealing with something foreign. It also means solitude, but it also does mean very high expenses. So you might see all that happening. Also, it's a very busy month for your 8th house, 9th house, and 10th house. So ups and downs in your career. It could be, depending upon your dasha or mahadasha, it could be a very good up, or it could be slight down. So don't panic. But because the 8th house signifies sudden events, so the events could relate mostly to your career or your spouse. Your spouse might not be feeling well as well as think, or you might just be a little not getting along with your spouse. So watch your communication very much. Mercury is retrograde. Mercury is retrograde right now in your 8th house. So some fighting, not getting along with your spouse, maybe. If you watch your communication, it could not even happen. So make sure you watch your communication really well. Also, relationship with your children may not be as good, all because of Mercury retrograde and the fact that Mercury is your 8th lord and it's in the 8th house. So watch your communication, watch your communication, watch your communication with all relationships, with your children and your spouse. Otherwise, like I said, career up and down depending upon your dasha mahadasha. Your business up and down depending upon whatever planetary transits you have and your own birth chart. But the 8th house does signify sudden events, but now this is all going to be dependent on your personal birth chart. It's hard to just give a general prediction when the 8th house is involved. One of the remedies I can give you is the ninth house is very active. So what is the ninth house? It's the guru, the dharma, and our religion, whatever it is that you practice. Even if you don't practice a religion and you believe in the universe, sometimes thanking the universe every morning for whatever you have is the magic remedy. I practice it every day. You can do it too, and it actually gives magical results. If you don't want to do that and you just want to believe in your guru dharma, don't let go of that. Make sure you practice it every day. Thank the Lord and ask for the blessings. And actually, now the ninth house is activated, you may just get the blessings of the God right now. Pisces, lots of activity in your 7th, 8th, and 9th house. So 7th house relates to business, your marriage partner, and how you deal with the public. The 8th house is sudden events. The 9th house is your dharma, your guru, and your father, and your general karmic luck. So it's going to be a hard-working month for you. Your luck, you're going to have to work for your luck. It's not just going to land in your lap. It's going to be a hard-working month for you. You might see the 8th and the 9th, when they're combined, give you up and down. So the career up and down a little bit, your business up and down a little bit, and the students, you're going to have to work extra hard for it. Your marriage life up and down a little bit. I'm cautioning some of my ascendants because Mercury is retrograde this month. Mercury represents our communication, so we all are going to have to watch our communication a little bit with all our relationships. And for Pisces, it's going to be your marriage partner. So watch your communication. Don't let ego get in the way, and things might just work out fine. So your spouse's health, kind of watch it. Nothing bad, but just kind of watch it. And also tell your dad that you love him. Remember, the ninth house is activated. Like I said, for Pisces, it's an up and down month. The second half of the month is much better than the first half of the month. Remember to work hard, and you see the benefits come back maybe in later part of the month. And otherwise, it's not a bad month. It's an okay month. The ninth house, like I said, your karmic destiny is on. So asking the guru and the God for your blessings, asking your dad for your blessings. Make sure you don't fight with them. Getting the blessings might be the ticket to getting your good luck this month. And this brings me to the end of my video. Stay safe. Goodbye for now, and see you on my next video.